All right, today we are going over how to set up the ballistic calculator in the RIX app. So the optic that we're going to use for this is the new Tor T50, but this should be pretty ubiquitous with any optic you have. So starting, it's going to ask us to connect the device. So we're going to go hit connect. That will take you, if you have an Apple product, you're going to have to allow it. So it'll take you to the RIX Plus app, where you're going to have to approve local network. After that, it's going to take us back to the app, and it connects to our device. So the devices are going to run off of a Wi-Fi signal. So in your optic, you need to turn on your Wi-Fi. You're going to go to the Wi-Fi in your mobile device and connect to it like you would to the Wi-Fi router in your house or a restaurant or wherever you might be. Now that we're connected, under advanced features, you're going to click on Ballistics. This will take you to your zeroing options just like inside your optic. So we have different profiles, A through E, that we can click on. I chose profile A, so if you zeroed your weapon on profile A on your optic, that's what you're going to click to input whatever ballistic data you need. Our ballistic menu opens up and we can take a brief look at it. Up top we have the ballistic coefficient, our drag model, the bullet weight, the muzzle velocity. We have scope information. We have spin drift, so if you're shooting something like an 8.6 or a 300 blackout with a crazy barrel twist, you can input that data as well. Later on, we're going to go over weather conditions, but we'll start at the top and just work our way down. So I'm shooting a 7 PRC, so it has a pretty high BC, so I'm going to go ahead and input that data just straight from the box. My drag model is a G1, so I'm not going to change anything there. I'm going to adjust my bullet weight. I'm shooting 175 grain ELDX. And my muzzle velocity, I recommend not going off of the box. The box is never going to be what you're actually shooting, especially if you have a suppressor on your gun, it's going to vary. So on average, I'm getting about 2950, so I'm going to put the average. I have my T50 on a 193 QD mount from RIX, so that puts my overall height over bore at 3.18 inches. So it seems like a lot, but that's pretty average. All right, for the weather, you're just gonna go to whatever weather app you have on your phone and input that data. So it says it's currently 82. The altitude, you can look up online if you don't know your general altitude, but right here, I'm at 633 feet above sea level. The barometric pressure was in my weather app as well. So I'm going to go ahead and input that at 30.04. Relative humidity is 78, so I'm going to leave that. Now I click send to device, said it was a success. And so now we can just go back to the home page and it's updated. So it's going to stay saved in my optic as I go and shoot. So I don't have to have the app open as I'm shooting. That is all saved in the ballistic profile, in the zeroing profile A. So I have my gun zeroed for A, I have all the ballistic data, now I'm ready to go out and shoot. It'll give me ballistic calculations based off of what my laser rangefinder is picking up. If you guys have any trouble with this or if you need any additional help, feel free to put in a customer service request on our website. We have plenty of professionals here that are happy to walk you through how to set up your ballistic calculator.